Hello, this is Adil, and I'm talking to you today about MailChimp and the different features that it offers for marketers as well as for people who are interested in getting in touch with their customers through email marketing. So, sign up is easy. You just go to MailChimp.com and um, there is a sign up. There is a free account that you can sign up with, and you do get um, many features with a free account. And if you take a look at their pricing, they have the entrepreneur, which you can send out 12,000 emails, but you are limited to some subscribers. Which is 2,000 subscribers. And then, if you have more subscribers, which is growing business, then you can go to 600,000. So, if you look at the entrepreneur, pretty much you are doing it for free. But if you want more, then probably the pricing would differ based on how many subscribers you have. So if you have between 1,000, but you can send unlimited emails, so you get 15 per month, 20 per month, and so that's a plugin there for MailChimp. So let's get right into what it offers. So I teach a class called Digital Connectors, and it's part of Comcast, and I do send out my students some emails, and I'm very interested in what they do with the emails. So some of those emails are created with templates. Some I have created just as from scratch. So let me show you here what the menu offers. They offer campaigns, templates, lists, reports, automation, and this automation thing that something that they just started doing, which is pretty amazing of how you can capture um, repetitive emails, and instead of just writing each time you try to write a new email, probably you can use automation to do it. But one major amazing feature is templates of the email, and this is pretty much of the layout of how your emails would look like. So it seems like I don't have any templates saved, but if I go ahead and create a template, it will tell me, okay, would you like to get some of code on your own? That's what I did. Or would you want to do some of their already created templates? So I can take a look here. This is one column template. This is a one column banded, so we have some banding there. This is a 1 to 2 column, and then this is 1 to 1, and many different templates that you can choose. And obviously you can change of how your template looks like if you want to go back and change stuff. Um, but most of the time, you're very limited. So if you want to change, it, for example, if I want this to make it a lift bar, then I have to do it here. I can't do it while I'm creating the campaign. And the campaign, we're gonna come and explain what it is in a little bit. But let's go ahead and choose the right sidebar, since that's the most used by the industry, where they have content, and then to the right of that they have some kind of side information that they want to tell you about. Now, if you look here, they have an image. They have the top, which tells you, okay, once you send out the email, you want to make sure that you have a link for your user where they'll be able to click it and see your email in a browser. This is very helpful because most of the emails that you send are not guaranteed to show the same thing that you see. So view in the email in the browser would make sure that they do see something very similar to what you're expecting. Some emails also have strict guidelines about junk mail, so probably they may, if you're sending it for the first time, they may block it as spam. So this is very good for for that. So they'll be able to click on that link and they'll be able to see your entire campaign, and it will show the images without like having to click I trust this user or I trust this sender. Okay, so here it's telling me I can grab an image, and they have an image library. So for example, I have uploaded 2 images here. So if I want my headline image to be digital connectors or correspondence or whatever it is, so we'll post your image here, and it's so flexible. Like if I want to have 2 headings, probably not, but if I want this probably to go down, I can just drag and drop. And you see, once you start dragging and dropping, it tells you exactly where it goes. You can also make the image link to another browser. So if the user clicks on the image, it goes to a different link. Here in the settings for the image, how do you make it? You want to make it edge to edge. See how the images changes when I say margins or no margins. Constrain dimensions by 50% for high definition displays. So this is really good for iPhones and for smartphones. So you want to constrain your image by 50% for high displayment. So pretty much it's drag and drop, whatever. So say I want another element, right? Probably I want social share, right? I want people to share my stuff. So probably I want to link it here. So I can paste it here and change the style of how this looks like. Actually, I think it's on settings. Yeah. I want it to look like this way, or I want it to look like this way. Do I want it black and white? Do I want it in clear background? Do I want it with colors? And then you also can have a social follow. So here in the content, you can drag as many as you want from here, and you drag them to whatever you want. But they will stay in this layout, so I can drag them either to the sidebar, or I can drag them to the body, or I can drag them to the header. So this is pretty much it about templates. So for example, if I want the users to follow me, maybe I want it here, and this I may want it in the body, right? So say I want this to show in the middle. So how would I do that? I would go to settings, align, center. There we go. And then here you may have to change the Facebook URL to show your URL, Twitter as well. And then you can add another service. Say, for example, Instagram. Go find Instagram on the list, right? And then it brings you right away the icon for Instagram, but you had to fill them out there. Now the footer obviously has the legal requirements for the spam, which shows your mailing address, and those settings you do them once you start doing. Once you sign up for the account, it will ask you for those information. Okay, so that's it about templates. So what do I do? Save and exit. It will ask me to name this template. So I say demo, save, and great, it has saved it for me here. Right now, the other thing that I want to talk about is lists, and I will do this very brief. So in order to send this to some other, to different people, you have to create a list. And in order to create a list, you can create a list, right? As easy as giving it a name. Demo. And then you say, okay, from which email? info@digitalconnectors.com, from Digital Connectors. And then you remind the people, you have to tell them how did you get on this list, right? So, and it amazingly tells you, okay, maybe you want to use this last one. So for example, my DC students, I tell them you are a student of DC, you already gave me your information. So, save. This is notifications if I want to receive notifications, probably not. So here, now I have no subscribers, right? So I can either import subscribers, or I can set up a sign up form which I can put in my website and tell other people to subscribe. So I can go from here, and now your questioning is like, I have a lot of subscribers. I have maybe 120, 120. So this gives you the ability to import your subscribers through a CSV file or a TXT file. Maybe you want to just copy them from an Excel sheet that you have, or integrated service, right? You can get them from Google Drive, Google Contacts, Salesforce, Zoho, whatever, what service already probably you're using. And this is really great, because if you already have your customers in one service, you can just import them from that service without having to do any manual work. Or you could do, what you could do also is you add them one by one, which is manual labor, but I would not advise you to do that unless you want to do it. So once you add one by one, say I want to add myself, I put in my email, and that's the only thing that's required, I guess. And I can say I have to check this, which says this person has gave me their permission to be added to the list, and I subscribe. I should have received a, oh, here it is, mission accomplished. Del Mozip was successfully added to your profile. Now, if I go to campaigns and I create a campaign, the first thing that it will ask me, okay, do you want a regular campaign? Do you want a plain text campaign? Do you want to do A/B testing? And this is something similar in HubSpot as well. So if I pick regular campaign, probably it will ask me which template or which user you want to send it to, so, or list. So probably I send it to the list. This is where it gets so amazing as well. It may tell me you want to send it even to a group or new segment, and then I can filter my list and create a new segment. So if I look at the DC student for 2015, I probably can send a segment or a new segment, which you can filter on many things. So for example, even campaign activity, right? So I want them, that ones that have clicked any of my last 5 campaigns, right? So refresh count tells me 8 recipients of my last 20 have clicked on any of them, right? So it gives me 8 people, and if you click on it, it probably will give you the list, and seems like it's pop up here. And if I click on this, it will give me the recipients' names, which I don't want to reveal in this video for their own privacy. Okay, so if I go back and I say, okay, regular campaign, it will tell me to who I do want to select the demo. So select the demo, send to the entire list. And then it tells me, okay, where is the name of your campaign? And this is something that is internally used, right? So for me to remember. So probably I say demo here, until the subject. Let's say welcome. That might be the subject from these digital connectors, and then it already has those emails for you. Now it even has social media aspect. Do you want to auto tweet this right after when we send it without doing anything? Do you want to auto post it to Facebook? So if you do that, you have to connect to the Facebook, and then it does the whole 9 yards of connecting to the Facebook and making sure, probably selecting the page that you own. But we're not going to do that for this video. But it's a very, very, very important tool. Okay, so now it tells me which template do you want. Do you want one of our templates, or would you like a saved template that you already saved? I saved the demo, right? So I can select the demo template. And then it will take me to the design, which is similar to the template one. See? And then I can design my newsletter or my email based on this design. And then once I'm done, there are many things that I could do. It tells me here the confirming, tells me that my default header content needs to be looked at, but there are many other things that I can do. I can send a test email. I can push to MailChimp mobile and test it there. I can run an inbox inspection. I can do social cards as well. And social cards are amazing because they tell you exactly what you want to show on social media and how would it look like. So this is how it's going to show on social media. So the title might be Welcome to Digital Connectors, and then there is a small description. Okay? So this is a letter for DC students. So it's pretty much telling you how it looks on Twitter, how it's going to look on Facebook, how it's going to look on Pinterest. Right? So this is very, very useful information. Okay, so once I send it, it gives me a lot of analytics that I want to look at. So let's look at my previous campaigns. And you usually go to reports. And then it tells you detailed information of how your email did, right? It gives you even bar graphs. So for example, if I look at the congrats email that I sent to 12 subscribers, 8 of them open the email. I can view the report. It tells me 8 open. Nobody clicked on anything. It was a simple email. And total opens were 17. Telling me my Mac is dying. And it tells me what time they even opened the email, when did they open it. And if you click on this, it will tell you exactly the emails that have opened it. So this is very, very useful information that a lot of people do use for their emails. They make sure which emails they win. It even goes to the degree of looking at the social media. How many activities was, how many people shared it on Facebook, how many people shared it on Twitter, and it tells you even the areas where they shared it from. So lots of useful information. Not gonna go much into automation, but it's a way of doing things, and it seems like automation is only a paid feature. So in another account that I manage, which is a paid feature, we do automations there, and it's very, very useful. So thanks for listening. Hopefully this was um, helpful introduction to MailChimp, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach me through the blog. Thank you and have a great day.